Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? It's been an incredible 2.5 years since Donald Trump started and came out on the stage, came down those escalators, and made the announcement that he was running for president. I want you to picture the movie It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. And I want you to think what happened when Jimmy Stewart hadn't been born. What the world was like without Jimmy Stewart saving his brother from the drowning well, his brother then going on to saving thousands of lives in the war. Think about what Potterville was like. Folks, that's what this country would be like if Hillary Clinton had won. And we're seeing it today, day in and day out, new things that were going on to undermine our republic. This is what we have at stake today, guys and gals. It's a thin hairline. And I don't see Republicans standing up for this president who is out there all alone and he's doing everything right. I just came from what I call Ground Zero, California. I don't know if it is. It is. And I'm out there fighting a gas tax. I'm fighting the annihilation of Proposition 13, which saved people's property taxes. They're doing everything they can to only benefit the illegals. They have a new thing out there it's coming here, folks. They have a thing where it's open primary, and they sell it to everybody thinking, well, we're going to be able to all vote in the primary and vote for whoever we want. Yet only the top 2 come out of the primary. So now in California, there will only ever be 2 Democrats in the general election. It's here, guys. We have Common Core still in our schools here. And we need to get rid of it. And they can call it anything they want to call it. But our test scores are in the 40s. Folks, you need to look online and you can find each school's test scores. Our native children in North Dakota, their test scores are in the teens. And we've got to stop what's going on with our children. Right now, our children are not learning what they need to learn. They're not learning the values of North Dakotans. I moved here a long time ago because I saw a very strong Catholic church. And actually, one of the experiences I had was I was petitioning. And the gentleman I was petitioning with, he goes into the grocery store and his vehicle's still running. And I said, hey, somebody's going to steal your truck there. Well, no, they're not going to steal my truck. I said, yeah, it's running. He says, well, that would be wrong. And I'm like, what a novel idea. Is there really a place like that? And I moved here, guys. And the first year I moved here, I got stuck at this steel gas station 2 nights in a blizzard. And it was the most wonderful experience I had. We had pizza, we had food. There was 100 of us in this little gas station. And it's just a blazing snow, and my car is facing the blizzard. So when they went and towed our cars, and there was 800 vehicles that night on the road, I found out why you have the gates to close the road. But when you're on the road, it doesn't matter. You're already in it, right? And I'm like, this is a wonderful place. Everybody was helping each other out. They brought my car in, had to take it to a truck wash and thaw the engine out. It was 1 block of ice. And I found out what those plugs were that you use for your, right? But going back to what's serious, the reason I'm up here, I'm a behind-the-scenes guy. I've petitioned all over the country. I know every conservative issue out there. I've done tax reform, I've done pension reform, I've done, you name it, property. I've worked for the Farm Bureau. And I know the difference between the Farm Bureau and the Farmers Union, right? Okay, Farm Bureau is us. Farmers Union's them. I know that. And I choose to work for the conservative side, whether it costs me or not. And guess what, folks? I always bring this up in my talks. Go Fighting Sioux. Okay? For anyone to say that it's okay to be fighting Irish because they're white, but fighting Sioux because they're Native is hostile and abusive is pure racism. And that we need to bring back and be proud of. I'm fighting for Native schools in California. The annihilation of the Native name and semblance of any on buildings is the same thing that's going on with the Southern statues. And we need to stop this illness of political correctness. I'm here to tell you that I will be Donald Trump's biggest supporter. And most of you know me, I already am. I will not sign any bills that I cannot read. I will not tolerate leadership that goes into a meeting with Pelosi and Schumer and comes out and gives us whatever this ominous bill was. We cannot tolerate this. We need new leadership. Schumer, if we can't, there's 400 bills, folks, stuck in the Senate. Stuck in the Senate. If Republicans don't want to govern, we will never have this opportunity again. We need to go to the 50 vote, the nuclear option. We have to do it. Our policies, our ideas work. And we need to make the tax cuts that we just got permanent. So that is what I want you to understand. And I want you to understand this too. If you send me to Washington, I'm not going to forget North Dakota. I will still be involved in North Dakota issues. I will still participate in going to the school land meetings and the school board meetings where, guess what? The power is in the school board, not the superintendent. That's why the school board is elected. And what have we done? We've turned it over to the doctors and the people that they know better than we do. The reason we have a local system of elections for superintendent, for school board, is the school boards to determine the curriculum. And every area knows what's best for their people. That's what local control is all about. And we need to bring that back. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I will be running for the House seat. I will not quit till we get there to the end, November. And I want you to understand, this is about Republicans needing to stand up and support a president that we have been gifted by God, a president who is pro-life, a president who is pro-gun. And I want you to understand this too. Without the Second Amendment, there is no First Amendment. And you want to teach your children proof of that? Tell them, look at Mexico. Look at South America. They have no Second Amendment. The poor cannot defend themselves against a tyrannical government or the drug lords. They are at the mercy of those people because they do not have a Second Amendment. We can never let that happen here. So I'm asking for your vote. I'm asking you to send me to Washington, and I'm asking you to defend this president. Thank you.